says, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So it could be people in your own household that keeps you um, at bay, if you will, with the law. It could be people in your own household making you feel bad about following the law, or mock, or 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 scoffers at the law. It can be people like on the Sabbath day we don't do or buy or sell. We're like, oh yeah, it's the Sabbath day. This type of stuff we get for following these laws. But I don't care, because at the end of the day, we will laugh. But and I'm struggling with the point that you want your mom and your brothers and your siblings to be in the law, and you want them to inherit the kingdom. You want to be there with your family, but sometimes you got to accept that they may be part of the 2/3 that will be destroyed, and that just is what it is. But yeah, it said your foes shall be they of your own household. It'll be people in your own household, people you love the most. So you just gotta keep your spirit, man. Stay strong and realize that it's gonna be people like that. And it's gonna be close people like that. Could be your wife, could be your kids, could be anybody. But God willing, stay in the spirit. Could be a woman. Let's go to first Esdras. First Esdras 4:26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. So it could be your own woman. It could be your own woman. It could be your own wife. It's, First Esdras 4:27 says, many also have perished, have erred, have sinned for women. So it could be the woman that's keeping you in sin. It could be your woman that's keeping you in sin. Your fleshly desires that's keeping you in sin. But you just gotta meditate on this word day and night, like I said in Psalms. And fasting. Keep your faith. Keep believing. Stay in His word. And ultimately, none of that can affect you. You can't be deceived in this truth. And if you can, then you got a lot more meditating to do. Nothing's wrong with temptation. Even Yahweh Shai himself was tempted. But you just gotta stay strong in this truth, man. You just gotta believe. And you gotta fight. You gotta know that there's gonna be demons coming after you when you're in this truth. There's gonna be a lot of demons coming to try you in this truth. It says that, and let's find that. I'm sorry, bear with me, y'all. Psalms 11:5. That's what I want. Psalms 11:5. It says, the Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. So the righteous will be tried. Be tried, man. Burn, turn to gold. So once you in this truth, it's gonna be a lot of demons, a lot of scoffers, a lot of people you love trying to distract you from this truth. The devil can work through anybody. The devil can work through anybody that's not in this truth. That's not strong enough. So you will be tried. You're getting tried the most. That's God trying you, man. You want to see how strong you are in this truth, how faithful you are, how loyal you are. All that is for a reason. All that is for you to inherit the kingdom. All that is to see if you're strong enough to inherit the kingdom. So be prepared to be tried, man, when you're in this truth. It would even get to the point where you almost feel like you're gonna break, man. And you just gotta stay strong. But you will be tried. So understand that it's not punishment, that it's ultimately to make you better. You know, like on Love and Basketball, when she was hard on Monica all the time. She was riding her, didn't ride nobody else, but she rode her. Because she knew she was the best out there. So she did that to make her better, to make her stronger. Chastising, that's the same thing your Heavenly Father is doing to you. He sees your potential, so he's sharpening basically his best swords. That's the best way I can put it. He's sharpening his best swords. Let's get Matthew. Let's go to Book of Matthew, man. Book of Matthew. Where we at? Matthew 7 and 13. The Lord said, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction." So he says, my gate is not the wide way. It's not the broad way. That gate leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in there. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there will be that find it. So go not the way everybody's going. If you see a door open and it's wide and everybody's going through that door, that's not the way. That's not the gate. That's not the way. Salakia. The Lord says his way is going to be narrow. It's going to be real narrow, and it's going to be very few that can walk in there. But wide, if it's many going, it's not the way. Let's bring out. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's jump into Proverbs. Let's jump into Proverbs 27 and 1. It says, "Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day bring forth." So a lot of people, they're in this truth right now, and then they automatically think they're the elect or think that they're going to inherit the kingdom, but boast not thyself. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You don't know. So you can't say that. The only one that knows is the Most High, and you don't have that understanding. So what you got to do is meditate in this law day and night, take it day by day, pray God comes back and take you. And here it says certain people won't see death. You hope God comes and takes you up to the kingdom. It says, "Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger, and not thy own lips." So you not want to be, if anyone's going to say anything about you, let it be the stranger. Oh, that guy's a good guy. That guy, not you. Like, oh, I'm righteous. I'm a good cat. I pray that night. It's not you. God said, pray in silence, and I will reward you openly. So your job is to do what you're doing, spreading this truth, spreading the word, not boasting about yourself, how you spread the word. Let's go to, let's go to 24 and 5. Slacky. 24 and 5. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increases strength. So the more knowledge you have, the more strong you are, which you can fight these demons. You can fight off temptation. You can fight off all these worldly desires and things of that nature. This knowledge is going to help you. This truth is going to help you. This book will help you. The more you read, the more you understand, the more you meditate, the harder it is for those things to detour you from the truth, detour you from believing, to discourage you. Knowledge helps that. That gives you power, gives you strength. I got a few more precepts and I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 5 and 13. Isaiah 5 and 13. Isaiah 5, chapter 13. It says, therefore my people are gone into captivity. Captivity meaning slavery, meaning bondage, bondmen and bondwomen. Therefore my people are going into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Thirst meaning they don't have the knowledge. They not. This book gives you the meat, gives you the water, keeps you from thirsty. Some people out here are thirsty. But yeah, it says let me get back where I was, Slocky. Remember that. 5. Slocky, I'm tripping. Alright. Therefore the people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. Which we did. We had no knowledge. We wasn't following the truth. We was in captivity in Egypt. The Lord led us out of that captivity. We weren't following the laws again, so we brought here on slave ships, like I said in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So we were in captivity for having no knowledge. The knowledge is in this book. We gotta read it. You ever said they want to hide information from black people, put it in the book? You ever wondered why they wouldn't want you to read when you was a slave? Because you can read your true history and your heritage, and you can read your law, statutes, and commandments. They admire that. They hate that we the chosen people. He vowed to slay his brother Jacob. Esau vowed to slay us. He was slaying us every day. He keeping his word. We got to keep up our end and meditating these laws. Let's go to Isaiah 1 and 3. This is one of my favorite verses ever. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people do not even consider. People don't even consider they Israelites. Us black people, no, we black, we African American. We ain't no Israel, no, like scoffers all over. But he says, an ox knows his owner, an ox, an animal, a jackass even knows his master crib. But my people do not know. They don't even consider. They just think they here. Just think black people and we were slaves and they chose us because it was just the luck of the draw. You know, there's billions of Chinese people they could have took and had them picking their cotton too. Why you think they chose us? Why you think they didn't go get somebody else to do that? It was us. So it says we don't even consider ourselves. Like, people so lost that we don't even consider. And as his people, he said, my people don't even consider. That should feel like that resonate with you because you don't even consider yourself to be an Israelite in Hebrew. But you African American, the name of two white people. And if you think about it, Africa is just a big continent overall. There's different places in there that people are from. There's like Kenya. There's like Slovakia. I'm brain farting. There's like Kenya. There's all different spaces in Africa that people are from. Some people you ask them, they're Nigerian. Some people you ask, they're whatever they might be. It's a specific place there. But us, they just categorize us as Africans. Where in Africa? You know, Egypt is in Africa, right? No, Israel is right there, right? They don't consider us being, they consider us all Africans. And that's not true. I don't look like Michael Blackson. I don't look like none of these dudes out there that are African. We're not all Africans. We come from a different part. But like I said, we know now where we're from. We never gonna see our homeland again until God comes and set us in our own land. Let's look at let's go to Revelations. Revelations 21:7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. You got to endure this. You got to endure these curses, and you got to stay in the laws, meditate day and night. And if you endure all this while you're here, then you will inherit the kingdom. He will be our God. We will be his son. But you got to inherit all things. Let's see. Let's go back in Isaiah. These are the last two precepts. Back in Isaiah. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. We're going to rule over our oppressors, man. God is going to take us and set us in our own land, take all these other nations that despise us, our oppressors, and they're going to bring them into our land, and then we're going to rule over them. Like we were their captives, they're going to be our captives. They didn't say we're going to ask them to come. He said we're going to take them. I love that verse. Let's jump to Deuteronomy 20:1. This will be my last verse. Deuteronomy 20:1. When thou goest out to battle against thy enemies, and see horses and chariots and people more than thou, be not afraid of them, for the Lord thy God is with thee, and brought thee out of the land of Egypt. So, you're going to go to battle. We're going to go to battle with these dudes. And we're going to see they're going to have a lot of things: horses, guns, tanks, nuclear weapons, all type of things that may scare you, but like all things that may scare you, but be not afraid. The Lord is with us. The Lord is with us. And when you see that, don't be afraid. Shalom.